Lore Boys here. The internet's #1 killer for hire podcast is back with more of what you need. My name is Peter O'Donohue, and the bounty hunter
Bounty.
stole my car. Joining me today are two free births, Ethan and Jamie. Say hello, boys.
I'm the quicker picker upper.
I'm
Mm-hmm.
Jamer Miller.
Mm-hmm.
Today's episode about Natasha Kerensky was a usual request by various people under the general more Battletech request over on the Discord server, which is linked below. But in most cases, these requests come from big time Battletech boy and longtime patron Darkside Bunny. So shout out to him. I hope the oil
Darkside.
fields are treating you well down in the Dakota, which the unified Dakota. Yeah, exactly.
When we were playing our pirate game last night, I saw he was playing Baldur's Gate 3. So
True.
He's out role playing in the wilderness while he works there.
I think he has 5,000 hours in the Battletech video game. I'm fairly certain.
Yeah.
Like the turn-based one, pretty sure. Like the OG.
I mean, shout out Honest Don. Like he's bought us a lot of games on Steam. Recently. He bought us each a game on Steam recently. And I looked at his Steam account, and he has like 3,000 hours in Baldur's Gate 3, I think 1,000 hours in Civ 5, and then he doesn't play he's never played another game on Steam pretty much. Like he's got like some games here and there, he's got some with hours. Like Magic Arena, I think he has some hours in and stuff like that, and like Civ 6, but it's like he's really got a type, you know what I mean?
Just like a demo with 2 hours in it, just like, okay, I guess that...
We're on the same server.
You can't change Tiger Stripes.
We're on the same server in WoW Classic, so I know he's up to it on WoW Classic.
WoW. I know he's a gamer. It's just funny to see a man of his gaming pedigree, of his gaming caliber, with so few games on his Steam profile, because it does feel like everyone just like racks up a ton of games, right?
Yeah. We got to audit Jamie's wish list on the next bonus episode for our patrons, which the Patreon's linked below.
Oh, true, because Peter and I did that.
Yes, and it was a good time. I thought it was fun. I'd also, speaking of patrons and Patreon, I'd like to welcome our newest patron, Mormon Milkman, who confirmed that he is actually Mormon, but has never provided any evidence whether or not he is a milkman. But either way, shout out to the LDS.
Yeah.
It'd be a weird thing to fake.
Yeah.
Listen to this episode while soaking. That's all I can say.
Yeah, exactly.
I have a couple guild mates who I found out were Mormon, and one of their names is Large Willie, a mage, and the other one is a warlock named Lock and Balls. So
pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah,
They seem pretty devout, pretty pious.
Yep.
Yeah, is piety important in LDS?
I don't know.
I don't know, dude.
True.
You're asking the wrong crowd.
Also, a quick correction for every Battletech episode we've ever done. I think this is in response to the only YouTube comment that I've read recently, which was just like, I love listening to these Battletech episodes because they're fun, but it is also the fact that none of the boys know that the inner sphere is not the entire Milky Way. The overall setting
I said that to you. I said that to you.
Did you tell me that?
The last time we did a Battletech episode, I said, there's no way the inner sphere is the entire Milky Way. We looked it up. I'm pretty sure. Maybe I didn't.
I've never looked it up. It's a thing that just in my head.
Super familiar. That sounds very, very familiar.
Yeah.
Anyway, the overall setting of the series, the inner sphere, is not the entire Milky Way. I've been wrong for a decade at this point.
Yeah.
It's just
let the record show Pete's the only one who doesn't know anything about Battletech. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, I mean, we're going to move on to some more like half-truths that need to be corrected 6 months from now by the YouTube comments. Like, whatever, I don't give a fuck. So, Natasha Kerensky was one of the most famous mech pilots and is widely regarded as one of, if not the deadliest mech pilot of the 31st century. She's in the running for a gold medal.
Okay. And she's contemporary with the Bounty Hunter, whom we did an episode on?
Yes. Yeah, I mean, the Bounty Hunter episode's a long time ago, so I don't know how accurate all that is going to be, but the Bounty Hunter is not a guy. The Bounty Hunter is a title. It is like a set of green armor, and multiple people rotated through the role of Bounty Hunter, because the Bounty Hunter themselves has been active for literal centuries, and this is not like Dune or other sci-fi where people live for 1,000 years or anything. Like, the Bounty Hunter eventually like dies and is anonymously replaced and just continues to function. But the Bounty Hunter and Natasha Kerensky are not the same person, because they're confirmed to have worked together and maybe some other things multiple times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah, exactly. Her career lasted over 50 years before she was finally killed in combat, and she was involved in multiple pivot points in Battletech history throughout the 31st century. As
Okay,
her
sorry.
last name, sorry.
Sorry. I know we're going to get into it, I'm sure. But off the rip, 50-year career. And you just said that Battletech people don't live longer than people nowadays. So, assuming she started being a Queen Assassin Bee at 20, she would have been 70 when she got knocked out. That's pretty good. She
It's
did
great.
pretty good, man. What the
And
hell?
that is actually pretty correct. Well, I'll hit you with some dates here. I didn't get her exact age, but yeah, she did start in her early 20s and was killed as an old lady.
Wow. I
Yeah.
guess as a mech, you don't need like as much mobility, right? Are the mechs in BattleTech, are they like Pacific Rims like they do Capoeira in there, or is it like just is it like the
You sit down in a cockpit, but the I think it's called like a neuro helmet. It does like read your thoughts basically. So it's not quite like an Evangelion where you feel your mech suit's pain, which I love Evangelion. That is so stupid, right?
It's the only way to make them work, Peter.
Yeah, like dude, you hit a pothole and you go, ah, damn it! Like imagine if a thing tried to break your arms off. Right?
Asking about mobility in a mech suit's really funny, by the way. Like, imagining a 70-year-old woman in a mech suit falling over and needing to like grasp at her necklace to say, "Help! I've fallen
her
Oh,
down."
life alert.
yeah, the life alert. It's like next to the eject button, she just gets launched out vertically across the ground like a toboggan.
Yeah.
I'm going to operate on the assumption that BattleTech mechs were made by a billionaire who didn't listen to the advice of any experts, didn't put any windows on the thing, and then gave you a PS2 controller to control it. Does that sound about right?
That sounds right.
Yes.
Okay,
And
cool.
yeah, exactly. And their big operation, they were just like, it'll be fine. We're gonna see the Titanic.
Yeah, no problem. Bring your kid. It'll be good.
Fun. Nothing says Father's Day like being atomized. So, as her name suggests, she is a direct descendant of Alexander Kerensky, the former general of the Star League, who during Operation Exodus took the smartest and coolest people in the Inner Sphere and left for parts unknown after growing tired of all the politics and bickering of the royal houses. We have a dozen episodes about Battletech where I explain how the Inner Sphere works and the politics. It's knights, it's kingdoms, it's inbreeding, all this shit. Anything that happened in Europe up until fucking Brexit, still relevant. After the UK left, they're handling their own inbreeding there.
A knight left with all the other good knights and then came back with an army.
And their expensive ponies, and never told anybody how to make a pony ever again. So now everybody else has ponies with just like home repairs on them, basically.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Right?
No. We can't need we don't need a stallion. You never see a baby pony with a stallion. They're always with the mares. Get 2 mares. Jesus. Come on, guys. Focus up, huh?
Exactly. So over the centuries after leaving, the millions of people who left with him with Kerensky, divided up into clans with all new political and cultural issues. Unfortunately, human nature is a fickle thing. One of the things that clans grew very, very fond of was eugenics, which it is the other side of the coin of inbreeding. It is something you do not flip at all. It is bad. It is a bad coin.
Yeah, I was like, because inbreeding is the idea behind inbreeding is eugenics, right? Like it's those.
Fuck, that's
I
true.
think they're the same side of the coin.
They are the same. Yeah.
No, well, you can inbreed like indiscriminately, or you could choose your best sister and then go.
True.
Yes. Yes.
It's actually just a one-sided coin, Pete. It's so deformed from generations of inbreeding.
You can't even flip it.
You can't flip it.
It's always damp. You're like, what? What's wrong with this?
Got a massive chin.
Yeah, the chin goes off the circle of the coin. It's like an edge.
Yeah, like heads or tails, and on the tails side, you can still see the chin like extending around. It's like wrap around. Exactly. So through various scientific programs, clan warriors would be bred for specific purposes or to have specific DNA. Now, I'm a big fan of MechWarrior 5 Mercenaries, and I think depending on the release of this, unfortunately the game was delayed. I think it's out today or tomorrow or something like that. So a new DLC for the 7-year-old game that they're still supporting is launching within the window of this episode, which is fucking awesome. They also released MechWarrior 5 Clans, which did not click with me, but I did watch some of the trailers preparing for this episode because I was kind of unplugged from that game because I didn't really fuck with it. There are a bunch of different like body types in the clans expansions, which is really fucking cool. Specifically, elementals, who are people specifically bred to be like 7 feet tall, brick
7
shit
feet tall.
houses. 7 feet tall, yeah, yeah. So, 7 feet tall, so 6'1", um, and like specifically bred to be brick shit houses. And they are just so like they're not mech pilots. They have like a battle armor suit, and the battle armor suit it's basically like a space marine, but it's just like a second skin on top of an already gigantic person. And in one of the cutscenes in the trailer, like an elemental is arguing with a mech pilot, and he's just like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, like pushes him, but it's like a giant man pushing a regular sized guy, and he just like flies across the room. So I think it's really cool that that's incorporated into the game. Like Piranha Games, who currently are going through some financial issues, unfortunately, are slavishly devoted to Battletech lore, and I really, really, really admire that because it's like weird lore where like the clans have a different way of speaking, and like the entire MechWarrior 5 clans, at least as much as I played, all the characters don't use contractions, so it's like do not and is not. And the rebellious one on your squad says isn't and don't, and they're just like, don't fucking talk like that in front of
No, they
important
say
people.
do not talk like that in front of us, Peter.
Oh
They wouldn't
yes,
say don't
excuse
talk
me.
like that.
Yeah, that's me. I'm using fucking spheroid speak because I'm disgusting. My
You're
bad.
a filthy spheroid.
Yeah. So, clan children born via these programs from artificial wombs are called trueborn, whereas those born via gross cootie-field lovemaking sessions are known as freeborn, or true births and free births. Natasha
Oh.
was a trueborn, bred using the DNA from Kerensky's bloodline, as well as DNA from members of Clan Widowmaker, which is one of the original clans. I believe there was 20 that left or like formed after they left, but then things changed before they come back
Let's name
in
them, Gene.
3049.
Let's go one for one. The Smoke Jaguars.
Oh, the Juraxis.
Mm-hmm.
That's the Transformer.
Oh,
Nice
My
try,
Little
though.
Pony.
Yeah.
uh,
Oh yeah. Also, Clan Lesbian Horse, 2 mares, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
yeah. I don't know if they should be married. Yeah.
I support gay marriage personally.
Mhm.
Diamond Shark, another one.
What are they actually? Because there's BattleTech people fuming right now. Is Smoke Jaguar? Are they all animals?
Smoke Jaguar's real. Diamond Shark is real.
Diamond
Wolf,
Shark?
There's like a wolf
Widowmaker.
one. Yeah.
Yeah. Jade Falcon.
There's Jade Falcon.
Truffle pigs.
Uh.
Pikachu.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ghost Bear.
The British Royal Navy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Cinco de Mayo.
Uh-huh.
Right.
And the rest.
Yeah, and the over easy.
Smoke Jaguars.
We
did an episode on, right? Because that really rings a bell.
Smoke Jaguar are video
They're
game
the bad
wise
guys.
the most heavily featured that I've seen. Because Clan Wolf and Jade Falcon
Wolf
are
is
in
the bad
MechWarrior
guys.
2. And then they all kind of are in and out of the series, but Smoke Jaguar are the only antagonists of MechWarrior 3, and they are who you play as in MechWarrior 5 clans, at least in the base game. You play as Smoke Jaguar. We've done episodes about them because they cause a lot of fucking problems. Clan Wolf is very much the diplomatic one. Jade Falcon kind of in there in the mix. I haven't looked too much into them, but Smoke Jaguar cause a lot of fucking issues, and I think are one of the first ones to be destroyed because they're reckless.
Yeah, they like the tip of the spear in the invasion, right?
Yes. Yeah.
But Smoke Jaguar, okay, but you roll, man. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. So Natasha was a trueborn. Sorry, I said that already. Clan Widowmaker was one of the original 20 clans, formed in 2807, 23 years after Operation Exodus, when everybody left. Despite their peaceful name, the Widowmakers gained a reputation of being way too aggressive, even by clan standards. The leaders of Clan Wolf challenged Clan Widowmaker to a trial of absorption, which is a pretty simple concept for ritual combat. The two sides fight, the loser's clan ceases to exist, and the survivors are brought into the winner's forces and clan culture. Clan Widowmaker's symbol is pretty basic. It's just... Oh, no, it's not this one. Excuse me. It's just this. It's just this bronze coin with a spider on it, which is cool overall.
It's a woman in a
Black Widow spider.
Yeah, a woman in a black dress just sobbing over a coffin.
Yeah. That would be a great thing to put on like a World War II bomber instead of the pinup. Like, right? Like if you had like something kind of spookier or whatever,
Right.
I think it'd be pretty cool. Absorbing a clan is a great way to preserve its members, and in this case, like rein them in a little bit because the clans don't want to they left and they have a limited amount of people to breed with. I mean, it's like I think it was like 6 million people left with Kerensky, so it's not like they're going to inbreed at all. That their coins are normal, right? If you go in, you do your fertility and your coin test. They're just like green lights across the board, baby. You can use a iron womb to breed your genetic super child. Like, go for it. But like you don't want to actually you don't want to get rid of your best warriors because the intent of the clans was always just like, we're gonna go out there, do our science in peace, and we will reinvade and reclaim Earth or Terra, which is what everybody in cool sci-fi calls Earth, right? Because it's just like, no, it's our birthright to do this because we were the Starling Defense Force back in the day. So Natasha was birthed or born. It's blue underline in the Google Doc. I don't know if this is correct. From her iron womb in 2973. And by the year 3000, when she was 27, she was a star captain of a Clan Wolf trinary, which is 15 battle mechs, including her. So the way the clans do their formations, 5 mechs is a star, 3 is a trinary. Easy peasy.
Okay.
Sure. I'll remember that. We'll remember that, right, Jamie?
Yep.
15 mechs. It's a what?
Trinary.
Trinary. Star.
Tricycle.
Trillium.
It's a
Yeah,
volleyball
it's the
team,
Ontario
honestly.
flower.
Yeah.
Sorry?
It's a volleyball team.
Is it 15? Is it 15 mechs on a volleyball team?
I'm saying you could play volleyball if you got a group of 15 mechs. You could enter a tournament. You know what I mean?
Okay, cool. There's no rules in the book.
I feel like you could have a whole...
One is mechs, one is just golden retrievers. You're like, what the fuck is happening?
Isn't it 3 per volleyball? You can have 5 teams of 3.
No, isn't there 3 people in front and 2 in the back?
Yeah, and then people on bench.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I think beach volleyball is 2v2 typically, but I think traditional volleyball is 6v6 on the court at the time. But then you have subs that need subs.
I always thought it was 3v3. Oh, damn.
I don't know. Maybe
we're clearly not making a volleyball game anytime soon.
I'll pretend I didn't hear that, Ethan.
How was your friend growing up? Like,
She was promoted to Star Colonel in 3003, which, as we can see here, is right in the middle of clan military structure. So I'm going to give you the rankings.
Okay.
These images are available on YouTube or for our beautiful patrons.
Point Commander, Star Captain, Star Colonel, Galaxy Commander, Sakhan, and Khan.
Yes, exactly.
The naming convention on the top 2 really took a 90-degree, eh?
Yeah, it did. This is where their breeding of mares comes into. They got really fond of horses later on. Right. So still hungry for the additional vacation days that come with a big girl job, she joined the mercenary company, the Wolf's Dragoons, because after she was promoted to Star Colonel, like a lot of middle managers, right? She's right in the middle of the ranking. She was never promoted again. So she's taking shit from both sides, which somehow it rolls uphill both ways, right? We could all attest to that. Everybody's whining at me. I have to apparently be the salespeople's boss too sometimes. I'm like, pretty sure they have a manager. Give me his fucking salary and I'll chase that guy down. But until then, he got the email. Okay. But there's no escaping how the email finds me. And it's always like face down on my bed watching Instagram reels until I hear teams do something. Like that's it. You know,
I think, I was going to say, I think there is an escape how this email finds me. And it's whatever Jamie just pulled off there.
Yeah, it's crazy. Did you take your shoes off?
Or did you go wash your feet?
Dogs out?
No, basically. I had to go to the bathroom really bad, and I could not wait till the break. So I took a break for it while Pete was talking about things. So.
I don't know. He's talking about some nerd shit. I'm going to go piss.
Yeah. Oh, you got wireless headphones. You know what's going on.
Yeah.
What's
Could
3
you
stars
just
of X called?
Run back your your knowledge here, James. What Pete was just talking about.
So there's a bunch of different ranks, and Pete has to tell salespeople how to do their job, and he wants their money from managers.
Shit, he got us.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
It's like he can hear us. Holy hell.
Shit. Okay, good. So we have an entire episode about the Wolf's Dragoons, which is linked below. But in short, they were a reconnaissance unit for the clans sent back to the Inner Sphere before the invasion started. Before heading back to their old cul-de-sac, the clans needed a little bit of tea on the ops. They weren't just going to invade sight unseen, just in case all these people who didn't know how to breed horses had somehow figured out to breed horses.
Right.
Spoilers, 500 years, they never figured it out.
Not
But
one horse.
yeah, not one
Mhm.
horse. But it was a good idea to check.
I
right?
recently learned that like most horses, like purebred, like high pedigree horses, trace back to like 3 horses that were left behind, from
Like in the Rapture?
from Middle East folks. I think. Like I think it was
Yeah,
like, but like
but that's but that's like all 3 of us can trace our lineage back to Richard III. Like when you go back enough generations, it doesn't matter. You're related to everyone.
Or
You
like
know what I
those
mean?
10,000 people that survived the explosion of like that volcano in the Philippines that like the shockwave wrapped around the earth 6 times, right? Like killed
Yeah.
everybody.
Mhm.
but those 3 horses must have been pretty damn cool, man. Like
Yeah, they're probably like
Yeah.
taller and more handsome. That's why
Yeah.
they got all the ladies back then, all the
7
mares.
Pete's pal. But also like horses went extinct in North America before humans domesticated them. The horses here were reintroduced after they all died in the Ice Age.
you know about that?
I didn't know there
long-
was ever North American horses.
There, There's like a Long Island. I think it's next to Europe.
New York,
No,
Japan.
Long Island. Yeah.
England.
No, it's like this. It looks like a crescent moon almost. It's just like kind of like a sliver
Japan.
of an island.
Sweden if we flooded Norway.
Okay, can I get through this? Yeah.
No, I'm gonna keep guessing.
A ship with horses crashed there, and
yeah.
now there's just horses who live on this island, and they run up and down this one little island, and it's all wild horses from a shipwreck. Isn't that fun?
Yeah,
I did hear about
For
that,
them.
yeah. That's gorgeous,
Pretty cool.
honestly. It's so beautiful.
And they're all in New
The
York.
best
Hey, I'm trotting
Mhm.
here.
Yeah.
It's like the only place where wild mozzarella still grows, right?
Yeah.
Where was I? Yeah, so the Dragoons, this was my favorite part about the episode that we did on, like, rereading this. I was like, I remember this part of the episode about the Wolf's Dragoons. It was so funny that when the Wolf's Dragoons arrived back in the Inner Sphere unannounced with mechs that no spheroid had seen in fucking centuries, and they were just like, we're a mercenary unit with the nicest shit that you've quite literally never seen outside of history books. All the great houses, all these dumb princes and their warped ass coins were just like, hell yeah, we'll hire you. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
I will not
of
ask
course.
any questions,
Yeah.
actually. So, as
Come
of
on in,
3
spaceman.
yeah, exactly. It's like, what are your credentials? Ah, it doesn't matter. I need you to kill my sister cousin for me, please.
Yeah.
So the Wolf's Dragoons arrive back in the Inner Sphere and start working for the Great Houses starting in 3005. Part of the contract, though, was they could never be used to fight a previous employer. Number 1 with a bullet,
Right.
the luckiest one here, their first employer was Ian Davion of the Federated Sons. That is the yellow part of the map of the Inner Sphere for anybody who is playing the game without any context.
Mhm.
Yeah. So in 3014, Jamie Wolf, who we did talk a lot about in the Dragoon episode, had assigned Natasha to take care of some of the more difficult pilots within the Dragoons, some of the rowdier guys, the guys who can't stay on track. And as one of the greatest living mech warriors of the time and a fan of a challenge, she whipped her ragtag team of troublemaking goons into shape. Later in 3014, while working for House Merrick during the Merrick Civil War, big part of the Dragoon episode, she and her unit were deployed alongside the Bounty Hunter, or whoever the Bounty Hunter was at that time, who is a very cool character we have an episode about. He had done some battlefield recon for Natasha and her lance of mechs. So they're working. A lance is 4. So the Inner Sphere.
Oh Jesus!
I know.
Wait, how many lances in a
God, dude. We
triumvirate?
got a star, we got a lance, we got a trifecta.
4?
What was it, 3?
Trinary.
Trinary.
4 doesn't even go into 15. What the hell?
No, so
Oh,
these
fuck.
primitive idiots and their inbred sons are using 4 mechs, which is a lance, because there's 4 points, right? Pointy and the corners, and then like the back of it, right? The stick.
What? There's 4 points on a lance? That's
Well,
crazy.
it's a triangle with a
Are you
stick.
thinking of a quad dent?
That's a fork, idiot.
Fork. Threek.
We shall strike viciously like the tines of a fork.
I kind of see what Pete means, but it is a stretch. The triangle, and then you put one way at the back to be the stick. It's more a constellation style, I guess.
Yeah, more like a star, which is 5 mechs, which we've established, JB. Don't get Ethan confused. You
Wait,
can't keep
no.
up.
5
Like-
mechs is a Big Dipper.
Oh, okay, yeah,
Yeah.
true. That's what. Fuck it.
Bear.
Jonno, go back and edit out star every time, and just put in Big Dipper, please. So she was she was the Dipper Colonel, excuse me, of of Clan Wolf. So the bounty
Go on.
hunter had done some battlefield recon for Natasha and her lance of mechs. They have to pretend like they aren't super advanced using 5 mechs in a unit. They're using 4 like fucking idiots. However, oops, the hired killer, the bounty hunter, wasn't all that honest. So when he said it was super safe to proceed, she and her lance were ambushed. Half
Okay.
the lance was killed. which-
Thankfully, there was 5 mechs though, because one of them had a mech-sized top hat on top of their mech. They were just wearing, walking around with like clunk clunk, and then another mech popped out of that one.
like
And then the
projecting.
yeah, the bounty hunters are like, "Oh my god, it's a star, not a lance!"
It blows the top hat off. It's like, write that down to remind me to draw it at the end of the episode. I didn't open Notepad. I'm an idiot after I restarted. So half her lance was killed, top hat notwithstanding. However, Natasha and another pilot named Colin McLaren managed to escape. Unfortunately, their mechs were left behind and salvaged by the bounty hunter. So the little figurine I have here for YouTube, which I bought when we went to Kingston, this was when I mean, you can paint it whatever color you want, but the card comes with it is intended to be for the bounty hunter. This was Natasha Kerensky's Marauder, which she had been using the entire time. The bounty hunter would then claim it.
For those
I will
who-
talk more about the bounty hunter and Natasha's relationship, everything else, after the break. Welcome back from the break, everybody. Thanks for listening to the ads. So, after salvaging what was left of Natasha's Marauder, the bounty hunter then proceeded to use it for decades. He painted it bright green and only replaced it during the clan invasion when he managed to get his hands on a Timberwolf, which I have right here, also known as the Mad Cat. It's probably, you know, in the way that like some people are just like, Natasha Kerensky is probably the greatest living mech warrior of all time in the 31st century. Somewhere between the Atlas and the Mad Cat is the most iconic mech of this era.
Okay.
Like for anybody who recognizes mechs, it would be between these two as the most iconic. Certainly the most iconic inner sphere mech is the Atlas, and then Timberwolf for the clans, that sort of thing.
Gotcha.
Even then, whoever wore the mantle of bounty hunter, even in the 3150s, so 150 years later, switched back to the Marauder again, which at this point was like a 500-year-old mech or something like that. I don't know when it went into production, but like just like for the icon itself, like the bounty hunter, like I said, is not a person, it's a brand. And generally speaking is totally anonymized, and like it's just like helmet down, you don't know who's inside.
Yep.
All right, so now I'm going to ask the listeners right now on your forklift, pause this podcast and go back to and listen to our entire Wolfstragoon episode, because I am not going to talk about any of that. All of that happens in
insert
between
that
this
here.
sentence. Yeah, exactly. Pause this podcast now and listen to that one. All of that episode takes place in between these next 2 paragraphs. I'm just going to go over it super quick. Not going to cover it again.
Okay. Can Jamie and I pause to go do that, or?
Sure.
Okay.
Let's just keep
It's
the mics-
9:15. Go for it.
Let's just keep the mics running. We'll listen to it. Everybody be quiet, and they can concurrently listen to it, and then we'll just come in all together afterwards, right?
I'm gonna scroll
Cool.
YouTube Shorts when I listen to it.
Okay.
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 That's fine.
I'm not
We'll do
listening to an
whatever we
episode of Lore Boys Raw.
Yeah. We're much more of a second screen podcast, I think.
Mhm.
So in 3015,
I just thinking
On-
someone driving their forklift keep looking over at his screen and just crashing into something.
Driving a forklift, they got like a 6-monitor setup on the front of the lift.
Like a day trader.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're doing RuneScape on one, they got day trading on another, Rainbet on another. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude. JB, you sent me that reel. Like there was like I hadn't seen them in a while, but the Instagram reel where it was like the sensory overload one, where you had like the Italian brain rot corner, the Gooner corner, some other corner, and then one in the middle.
Well,
It was like, oh, these are actual hyperlinks. I was like, I wonder. It actually worked. I was like, damn.
Yeah, well, the account, the idea of it is just like how much like, you know how you would have someone talking and then there'd be Subway Surfers at the top, so you could kind of take that in, and then it evolved that there was a Gooner corner, so there was just a lady dancing around, and then by the end now it has evolved to there's 8 things going on with hyperlinks and everything. It's just it's like a modern monstrosity, and it's nice to look at. But
It is, yeah. I was more impressed that it worked. I was like, oh, you can actually go to all of these corner profiles. Anyway, if you're doing that on your forklift, it seems wildly unsafe, but I'm not certified, so fuck me, I guess, right? That's about it.
you can do it.
I bet forklift certification doesn't even have like a section on gooning. You know what I mean?
You don't think the modern ones do?
No, definitely not, dude.
Falling behind.
I think the forklift certification people, I think they're cowards. Like my hot take is that it's not cool to be forklift certified. It's cool to drive a forklift while you're uncertified. Okay?
Oh,
That's my hot take.
okay.
You're not wrong.
Where do you
You're not
buy a
wrong.
forklift? Can we just get one and like run around the backyard or what?
Is it more expensive than a donkey? 'Cause that is
Amazon.
still on my list.
Yeah, go get a job at Amazon and drive the forklift home.
Exactly. Go steal one from Amazon.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's a good ass idea, man.
Yeah.
Do it. So
Yeah.
in 3015 on New Delos, Duke Anton Merrick grew angry with the mercenary spies he'd hired. He had hired the Wolf's Dragoons to protect him. He took a bunch of them hostage and executed them, including Joshua Wolf, who was Jamie Wolf's brother. Can't remember if they're clones of each other or what. That's got to be in the episode, or maybe it's not. I don't know. In the hopes of using it to defend himself, Anton Merrick then lit an entire forest on fire that was behind his like palatial estate. However, it did not work. Natasha and her remaining forces managed to push through the burning forest and then promptly go weapons-free, crazy style from the back on Anton Merrick's compound, killing him and razing the place to the ground. The ashes from the forest fire... Sorry.
I'm not saying fire is a bad deterrent, but like they're in mechs. It doesn't feel like the best deterrent. You know what I
They
mean?
are all powered by an atomic reactor, which is probably hotter than the sun. You're absolutely right.
Exactly.
Also,
they probably have AC in there. You know, like,
claiming self-defense on starting a fire. Like, has anyone successfully gotten out of arsony for self-defense, you think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your Honor, I would like to submit that a scary lady was coming to beat me up. Okay? A scary lady was coming to wave her boobies in my face and insult my wife while she did it. I had to light my backyard on fire.
True.
Listen to the bonus for the JP Morgan content. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. What a roller coaster that was. So after lighting the forest on fire, the ashes from the forest fire coated their mechs in black soot, and after the Battle of New Delos, Natasha Kerensky would become the legendary Black Widow. At this point now, up until her next mech that we'll talk about towards the end, she is piloting the Warhammer, which is this very cool, very square mech with actually, frankly, 2 big old cannons on her. So she brought me to a boardroom and faced me with this thing. You guarantee my girlfriend doesn't have these fucking cannons on her at all.
I mean, we haven't mentioned it, so I assume it's not the case. But she's not actually a widow, right? Did I miss her husband dying, or wife, or they them,
or female horse?
Actually, since nobody knows what 15 mechs are, she had a non-trinary lover, right?
Okay, yeah.
That's not true.
Which is 3 mechs in a horse costume.
Yes, exactly. No, I don't remember if I wrote it in here, so we'll get into it more. Joshua Wolf and Natasha were lovers. So when he was executed, that's why she was just like...
That's why.
I think it was like secret lover because it's like employee-employer. Honestly, very JP Morgan.
I'm glad I asked then.
In this case. But after he was executed, she was just like... That's why it was like, well, weapons free. Not only did they take, I think it was like 27 dragoons hostage and execute all of them. Joshua Wolf was her lover at the time. Yeah.
Inside of you are two wolves, and both of them are related.
Yeah.
They're genetic clones of each other, descended from the emperor who took all the knights out to space.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me. It's the next paragraph here. While it's rude
Okay.
to kiss and tell, I do need to reveal that Joshua Wolf and Natasha Kerensky were lovers. There you go,
There you
Ethan.
go.
Perfect. I would
You
never
put the back
suggest
of the
dating.
horse at the front with that one. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
I would never suggest dating one of your colleagues, but if you absolutely have to do it, go for it. Workplace relationships must be reported to HR, and like anything you report to HR, this is for the good of the company and not the benefit of you or your lover because you're both wage slaves.
Mhm.
So Jessica, what the fuck is wrong with me, man? Joshua's execution, the Joshucution, that's what's been put through, pushed Natasha over the edge. She became reckless and nearly suicidal in combat, both inside and out of her battle mech. Bar fights became a big thing in her life. Thankfully, though, as a contender for the greatest living mech warrior of her time, being reckless made her and the Black Widow Company even more dangerous.
Mhm.
Right?
Sure, I guess.
She's the best.
I just am a little hung up on bar fights became big for her, which does feel like such like an 80s trope. You know what I mean? And
Yes.
Battletech's obviously like an 80s game, but being like,
Yes.
yeah, they're mad all the time, so they go get in fights in bars.
Yeah.
Doesn't feel like a thing. It's like the lost art of mooning that we talked about a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
They've taken so much from us. We used to be a
Yeah.
real country.
Lorbonia.
Lore City, Ohio, we're going to be big on bar fights, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Bar
And
fights,
Sasquatch
mooning,
museums.
and Sasquatch museums. Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Yep.
Exactly.
Mhm.
So the Black Widow Company operated as a semi-independent unit within the Wolf's Dragoons, and was present at many famous battles that we mentioned throughout the show, throughout the Succession Wars, which is when the knights and the royal houses get all fucking uppity about each other and their inbreeding. At the Battle of Misery, which we have mentioned on a previous episode. I don't remember which one. They had suffered some heavy losses. I think at the Battle of Misery it was like an ice world, and there was a battle out on a frozen lake, and rather than directly engaging in mech combat, they were bombarded with artillery and like fell through the ice. I don't know if I
Gotcha.
dreamt that or if I'm mixing up two fights, but they suffered heavy. The Wolf's Dragoons, including the Black Widows, suffered heavy losses on Misery. Which, why would you fight there? Right?
Yeah.
What are you expecting?
Go to Love Island or Love Planet. You know,
Mm-hmm.
go
Yeah.
fight there.
The Battle of
Mhm.
Love Island.
Sandwich Planet.
Oh, Club Sandwich
Is there
Planet?
one?
Oh,
It's
Sandwich is a place in the UK or maybe in England, I think.
Oh.
it
Is that where
was the
they-
Earl of Sandwich, right? So
Yeah.
Right. What
as
a
the
title.
story goes.
What a title. Did he invent sliced bread?
Yeah.
It was probably probably more like a friar, like the only guy in town who could read that would invent sliced bread,
Yeah, exactly.
right?
They had to go
the
to
only
the
guy
witch
who
man
knew what
in the
hand
woods.
washing was.
Yeah.
So Natasha, of course, survived the Battle of Misery. However, she and her unit were recalled back to the Dragoon homeworld of Outreach in 3035. She was promoted to colonel, finally, and after having just been a captain for many years, and then went on to training the rest of the Dragoons units. This is when she would introduce clan combat tactics. This is the big brain play of having 5 mechs in a unit instead of 4. Turns out, a 20% increase in mechs gives you a big fucking advantage. Right?
Yeah. Sure, it's one more mech, but it's 2 more guns. Oh shit, okay.
Yeah.
I'm starting to understand.
Yeah. Well, now that I say it out loud, actually, that makes a lot of sense, Natasha. Sorry we held back your promotion for so long.
But also, it's like it's not like the size of their individual armies are changing. It's just the way they divide them up. They don't get 20% more mechs. They just are sending 4 versus 5, right?
They just deploy an additional guy in
Yeah.
every unit, basically. Yeah. Which, again, still, big fucking advantage.
Mhm.
The difference between MechWarrior 5 Mercenaries, which is Inner Sphere, where you have a lance, it's you and 3 AIs, and MechWarrior 5 Clans, where it's you and 4 AIs because you're commanding a clan star, is actually a big deal. Because, like, one, you're commanding an additional unit, so there's more micromanagement. But like Ethan said, it's 2 more fucking guns.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, I think the trade-off is like if you're saying like a star or a lance would be like deployed to a location. Like if you have 10,000 if you have an army of 10,000 people, with a lance, you can defend 2,500 locations. With a star, you can defend 2,000 locations, right?
Exactly.
Or
It's more
attack,
flexible.
right?
Like one-on-one,
Yeah.
like Lance versus Star probably wins, but Lance
Yes.
is a lot more. If you only have three what do you call it, stars, but you have 4 or 4.5 lances, then it's like the lances are a lot more flexible, I guess. Like you can be in more places at once. You can hit from different targets or different angles. Yeah.
Let's get in touch with the Ministry of Education. I think we got a replacement for math going here, honestly.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
I didn't want to do the math.
Carryology.
Yeah. More.
It's lore math now.
5 is more than 4.
Yeah.
That's the
Please
lore.
contact the WWE widow who runs the Department of Education and tell her that 3 guys have thought up new math.
Go talk to Vince McMahon's widow.
Yeah.
That sounds like it could be a wrestler for sure.
Oh, the Black Widow.
Yep. Well, he said WWE for
guarantee.
some reason. I'm not sure why.
What?
Because Jamie's, it's politics. That's America.
Okay, sorry.
It's
Sorry,
a real person who is the American head of education is related to the head of the WWE in a
Yes,
surprisingly
exactly.
fun way.
Yeah. So yeah, like we were saying, a full company now with the Dragoons is now 15 mechs instead of 12. So that's just the way they've divided up there. So originally she was supposed to train new Dragoons on outreach for 7 years. However, a Merrick militia took over the House Davion planet of Hall in 3039. House Davion had the Black Widow Company lead the charge, using their clan tactics against the Inner Sphere for the first time in history. So now that she is, as a clanner, training people in clan tactics pre-invasion, there's a lot of like, whoa, what the fuck is happening here? But they're just like, it's very hard to counter because, of course, the clans are better technology, better training, they're more intelligent, everything, right? They're better in every way.
But fewer.
Yes,
was always the trade-off. Yeah.
Yes. Exactly. So as you can imagine, the militia was handily defeated. Natasha was the best of the best when she was commanding a paltry 12 mechs like a poor person, and now she had 15 under her command. Now, jumping a bit into the future here, after a Comstar ship, Comstar being the telecommunications company and also the people who print the money for the fucking entire empire, sent out a scouting ship called the Outbound Light, into the periphery, which is the area outside of settled space where the clans had been hiding. A billion episodes we have about that. It accidentally stumbles on the planet of Huntress, which is the clan world of the Smoke Jaguars. They were just out there exploring. They just like come out of warp speed and see there's an inhabited planet and a bunch of fucking spaceships around it. It's like, holy Christ, this is insane. They are very swiftly captured and taken on board and interrogated because the clans were not planning on invading the Inner Sphere just yet, but pressure from the clans. Clan Wolf was not down with this. They did not want to do Operation Exodus right away. Clan Smoke Jaguar was a big push. They were just like, no, there's the barbaric savages of the Inner Sphere know where we live. We need to launch Operation Revival right now. So the clan invasion starts basically by accident. It's just like, fuck. They just get too rash. They turn around, and Operation Revival launches.
They must die.
Yes, they've seen us. They've seen us in our shower curtains that give us sexual powers, right? Or they found our oxygen tents. We're doomed.
Rip the shower.
So Operation Revival is launched.
You rip the shower curtain open. It's just a guy in a forklift making the fork go up and down really fast.
6 screens of Subway Surfers up.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, the guy piloting the Outbound Light was just watching Subway Surfers, and that's when they accidentally launched into clan space. Oh, fuck, like Cheetos everywhere. Brushing them off.
Do Gen Zs have 6 like smartphones as their like multi-screen setup, or
on the forklift?
Because they're big on the phone screens, not
no. I was trying to map it out in my head because I was imagining my screens on a forklift, and you're right, they're much larger.
That's like the real Pokemon Go heads who've got like the 20 phones on the city bike
with the backpack battery charger.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you think we're gonna find like new forms of Pokemon Go induced cancers, like Roundup, right?
Yeah.
From like guys walking around with the battery packs, they've got like Pokemon Go radiation poisoning and like their back muscles.
I keep the battery strapped to my nutsack to keep my testes warm while I'm out walking in that Minnesota winter, huh?
I like that guy. Just the guy who's got real cold nuts. Yeah. And he loves Pokemon Go.
Yeah. Don't call me Corey Cold Nuts for nothing.
Corey Cold Nuts.
I swear I'm out on the lake. I'm doing some fishing with the boys, and my nuts, they just get cold. They shrink right up inside me. It's a real problem. Gotta pop them back out with a plunger.
Jesus Christ.
I really like that character. That's a good guy. That's like you tickled me almost as much as Fastidious Greg.
I was just gonna say,
Yeah.
after the passing of Fastidious Greg, we do
Yeah.
need a good solid fourth guy on the show.
Corey Cold Nuts. Yeah.
So Natasha, at this time, after the premature launch of Operation Revival in 3049, Natasha rejoined. She was just like, "Peace out, nerds. I've been a double agent this whole time, idiot. You should have recognized me when I showed up in a car you didn't know could be built, right?" Like this.
Yeah, that's it. I show up in a flying Back to the Future DeLorean, and you're like, okay. Wow, she must be from, oh boy, she must be from Europe, huh?
Yeah. Corey Cold Nuts of House Davion was like, "She seems trustworthy to me, personally."
Yeah.
Like he's like the Forrest Gump of Battletech is Corey Cold Nuts. He's just been at like every important event.
Yeah, he's there, yeah.
Oh my god. So yeah, she said peace out to the Inner Sphere and rejoined Clan Wolf, and the Black Widow Company was officially disbanded. No more need for double agents within the Wolf's Dragoons. We're back to business here. The Black Widow Company was then replaced by the Wolf Spider Battalion, which was commanded by Maeve Wolf. So they disbanded her battalion, but they still kind of had like whatever, like a night watchman more than anything. Maeve was actually a direct clone of Jamie, though neither of them knew this. There isn't much to say about her otherwise. She piloted a Thunderbolt battle mech, which is an Inner Sphere mech and one of my personal favorites in MechWarrior 5. And like has a really cool picture here where in like a battle here with a guy named Alpenwolf, she managed to defeat him in combat. And mechs in the games have melee combat now, but they've always been very rigid and like boxy in a lot of the games. This is some cool black and white like tabletop book artwork of her Thunderbolt holding up like a pilot's corpse in the mech's hand that she had like ripped from its cockpit.
Hell yeah.
So that's Alpen.
I've been looking up the old line art for all the mechs because I love them so much. But
yeah, it's cool. The Thunderbolt's really, really fun. I have a Thunderbolt with jump jets in MechWarrior 5, and it's absolutely one of my go-tos in the rotation. I love a heavy mech with jump jets because you can just like pop over a hill, just fire off all your gigantic guns, and then just like whoop, cruise back down behind. It's like a great strategy. I even have jump jets installed on like my Mad Cat that I use, like everything. It's just like the additional mobility is really, really nice.
yeah, no, mobility must be huge for a tactical game like that, right?
Yeah, exactly. Because like if you get chewed up, the game over in that game is bankruptcy. And if you get chewed up, you have to pay for the fucking repairs.
Mhm.
And like if your guns get blown off, they're just gone forever, and you have to replace them. Like I've had like heavily upgraded mechs just get the shit kicked out of them in a mission, and all the like tier 6 weapons are gone. And then it's just like, well, there's a mix of 3s and 4s now on this thing, and you've lost like 20% of your fucking firepower on this one thing.
I gotta play this game someday. I feel like I've been saying it for 8 years now. I really gotta try a Battletech game.
It's like a first-person mech sim. It's so fun, and it's like there's like a sandbox mode. There's a bunch of DLCs now. One of them came out today, right? Like it's fucking cool. You can probably get the whole thing for $6.
We just got the dedicated server for Satisfactory and Windrose though, so I don't
Dedicated
know.
RAM?
We got dedicated.
I don't have time. I don't have time to commit to another game. All right.
No.
Yeah.
I got trees to chop down in 2 different games. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't want to worry about bankruptcy for my made-up mercenary company. Okay, this is too much stress.
I have to die to a pig 3 times before I kill it. Yeah.
So now back with the clans, Natasha was promoted to Khan of Clan Wolf after Ulrich Kerensky, who was another Trueborn warrior, was elevated to Ilkhan. So Ilkhan is the leader of all the clans. All the clans report to one.
So Sakon, Khan, Ilkhan.
Correct. So it is
Go ahead, Jamie. You can say
Emperor,
suck on these nuts. Go ahead.
President, Vice President.
Right.
I mean, yeah, Sakon, I wanted to say that. We've been saying Wolf so many times. We've been trying to tie in like Law and Order SVUs so I can say is James Wolf's dad Richard Wolf?
Oh, yeah.
Wolf.
Yeah, wolf down these nuts, huh?
Well, there we go.
Oh.
Cool. Now I can be quiet for the rest of the episode. That's great. Got them all.
Cool.
up.
Now I can
You're
just
welcome.
sit here and just get ready.
Scrolling shorts.
Yeah, exactly. Subway Surfer. So in 3057, during the Refusal War. So now she's the leader. She's got the promotion she's always wanted. She's never going to be Khan of Khans, but now she's a Khan of Clan Wolf. So in 3057, during the Refusal War, a war between clans Wolf and Jade Falcon, which we have not covered on the show, maybe one day, Natasha Kerensky was finally killed. Like I was saying, we'll get into it. The Refusal War is way too much to get into at the end of this episode. We'll need a full one, absolutely, maybe two, because when I was looking at the wiki page, it's like 70,000 words. It's
Okay.
just there's so much that happens here. So this is a political disagreement. Political disagreements between Clan Wolf and the rest of the clans had led to this point after the invasion had prematurely begun, and then also paused after the Battle of Tukayed in 3052. We do have a two-parter on the Battle of Tukayed, which throughout the entire episode I pronounced Tukayed.
I was just going to ask,
Yeah.
did you look up a pronunciation guide or something? Because we've always
Nope.
said Tukayed.
Yeah.
I have never heard it said out loud, except for in the trailer for one of the DLC expansions of MechWarrior 5 called The Wolves of Tukayed. The voice actor for Anastasius Vogt says Tukayed. And I'm like, okay,
All
good
right.
enough.
Well, we could have never known, right?
Yeah, I never would have known. And unlike not knowing what the fucking inner sphere is, no one's tried to correct me up until this point.
Exactly.
Yeah, so fuck
Exactly.
it. Yes. Tukayed in 3052. This is where Comstar, again, the telecom company, and their elite comm guard of what are like mechs known as clan busters, straight up just like bodied the clans because they were all like overconfident, all had different tactics. Clan bickering means they all had different strategies. I remember there's one clan, I think the Diamond Sharks, who like dropped from orbit very slowly for some reason, and every single one of them was just killed by airplanes. Like they didn't even get into mech combat.
It's like such a so hilarious, such a hilariously bad strategy to take.
Well, it's like, well, they don't have ducks on their planet, so they have no idea what they're like when they're sitting, right? So it's just where they didn't have barrels for fish to be shot in on the Diamond Shark planet, right?
They come from a carrot planet where they just have so many carrots they can stick in the barrels of guns that they normally don't have to worry about it.
Exactly. Yeah, I think it's the Diamond Sharks because we do have the two-parter on that one, but I do remember that one as being particularly incompetent. Of like, there's no cover in the air, guys. Like, what are you fucking?
That's it.
What are you
Maybe the worst place to be. You're moving slowly. Moving fast, the air is a great place to be. Moving slowly, really bad place to be.
Terrible.
Because there's things up there that move very fast.
Yeah, like jets.
Yeah.
So while leading the 13th Wolf Guards, whom I only mention now because they're very silly emblem, which is just like very graphic design is my passion of what does the Black Widow company now to this part of Clan Wolf look like? Was put a spider on it.
Put a spider on top of the wolf's head.
Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm. That is
That's a big spider though, if those are to scale. I gotta say, it's bigger than the head of the wolf. So
tiny wolf, space
tiny wolf, maybe.
That's fair. Evolved to be small to fit in spaceship. I don't know. Correct me in the comments if you can. So Natasha engaged in one-on-one combat against Star Commander Joanna, who doesn't have a last name, from the Jade Falcons. Natasha was, during this fight, piloting a dire wolf, known to us in the Inner Sphere as the Daishi. And this is one of the heaviest and deadliest assault mechs fielded by the clans.
It's actually Daishi.
Excuse me, Daishi.
Tukayed.
Being heavy means she was also very slow, giving Joanna and her much lighter but faster Hellbringer an advantage. So I do have a Hellbringer figure here, again, that I got in Kingston in the Legendary MechWarrior pack that I bought at that cool little card store. And I will show you guys a picture later of the Daishi, excuse me, in a couple of seconds. So based on this German book that I found, it would seem as though Natasha Kerensky managed to knock over Joanna in her Hellbringer. However, this exposed the jump jets that are on the bottoms of the feet of her her Hellbringer configuration. So Joanna, as she was like, her mech was the gyros had completely been overloaded. It was lying on her back. Joanna lifted up one of the legs of the mech, fired her jump jets while pointing her mech's legs at Natasha's cockpit. The superheated exhaust burned away the glass and armor from the mech, incinerating Natasha Kerensky and killing her inside.
Cool.
Okay.
The first
Yeah.
fight of Dispatch, what's his name, Mecha Man or whatever, he uses that on a bad guy. I love that when he does
Cool.
the jet move. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty cool. So that's it. That is our
this-
episode about the
this-
Black Widow.
This German cover art that you sent us, where it says "Ich bin Jade Falke," I wonder
Yeah.
what it could mean. You know what I mean?
I
just
don't
wonder
know.
what that says.
I have
Wish
no
I spoke
context.
German.
I've been your English-speaking host, Peter O'Donnell. You can find me at Lord Boys Podcast on Instagram, and of course, my book, The Black Frontier, is available, linked below on Amazon, printed to order. Got another royalty check from Jeff Bezos. Thank you, everybody who keeps buying the book. Love it. Love to see it,
Yeah,
fellas.
Jamie.
Loreboy James on Twitch and YouTube. Especially YouTube needs some love. So if you look up Loreboy James on YouTube and go drop me a sub, you'll be in my first handful of subscribers. It's a very, very new channel, and I could use your support. And also, if you don't want to give Bezos money to give Peter, you can follow me on YouTube.
He needs money to pay me my $3, Jamie. Okay. You're taking food out of my mouth. Okay.
Thanks so much for listening. If you want to support the show, consider leaving a rating or review on your podcast app of choice or a comment down in that YouTube section. We'll check it eventually. Love you guys. We do have a Patreon if you want to support that way. Patreon.com/theloreboys. Check it out. We got a lot of bonus content up there these days. Probably, I don't know, 100 million hours, something like that. So check it out. And if you don't trust Patreon, I mean, your favorite non-trinary lovers, as always, have a backup for you. We are looking for some people to send us your biggest top hats. We assume that some of you guys have pretty big heads, and we got a little something planned for BoyCon, let me tell you. There might be a surprise fourth guest in one of our hats, if you know what I'm saying. But we do need to find a hat big enough to fit someone. So
Whoever that is, yeah.
whoever that may or may not be, no matter how cold his or her nuts may be, okay?
I was
Just
thinking
saying.
of just like a top hat that's quite large, but not as large as you would think to hide a person. And then it's like, boom, it's Warwick Davis. We got him, guys.
I think that would constitute a
Lore
lore
boys.
boys
Out.
out.